name's CJ Barnes. I'm a junior.
Justin Potts, head coach.
Older senior.
Gentlemen, then feel free to just chime in whenever you want. What were some of the keys for you getting this win tonight?
I think the biggest thing going into the game for us was just being ourselves. They're a really good team. Coach does a really good job with them, and obviously Nichols is really impressive. We knew we wouldn't stop them, needed to try to slow them down. But the most important thing for us is to play Moravian basketball, which is 40 minutes of pressure, try to play with as much tempo and pace as we can. We got here last year, and I think the moment got to us a little bit, and I think we were a little bit more prepared this year and a little more comfortable. So we really talked about just kind of relying on the habits we had built all year.
You had a lot of success from three-point range tonight. Is that normally an important part of your offense?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, we shoot between 30 and 35 a game, so we take a lot of them. We've shot it pretty consistently, probably the last 2 to 3 weeks. These two guys are mismatches a lot of times for people. O can step out and play on the perimeter, and when he drives it creates spot-up opportunities for guys like CJ and Jimmy and Nick. We definitely, I think we took 30 tonight, so we were right about where we normally are.
Yeah.
That was definitely something that we try to take as many as we can get up.
Nichols is obviously a prolific scorer for Keene. Was the strategy just to not let anyone else have a big day for them?
We just wanted to make his touches difficult. We know he's a great player. We weren't going to be able to stop him, but as long as we made his touches difficult, make it tough for him to score, we thought we could do a good job guarding everybody else.
Your free throw shooting has been really good all year and was great again tonight. What things do you do as a team to shoot it as well as you do?
Just get shots up when we have practice. That's all it is. Just making sure we just keeping the rhythm going, stay warm, just make sure we do shoot, we get them up.
Keene State came in here, 12 straight wins going into tonight. Were you aware of that, and was it intimidating at all leading up to tonight's game?
I'll go first, and then I can chime in. I actually didn't bring it up to them, although I'm sure in the day of the internet, I'm sure they were able to figure it out and find it themselves. But it's not something that I, as a coach, brought up to them. I didn't think it was that important. What we talked about kind of the last 2 weeks of the season. Was just 40 gets you 40. As good as you can play in 40 minutes, you earn another one. When we went into our playoffs, it's a do or die situation. You lose and your season's over. So we really just tried to focus on ourselves. We felt we were playing good basketball. We talked last night as a team. The only thing that you could control was the schedule that you set. And after last year's experience, we tried to set a schedule that at least got a lot of different styles that we faced in the non-conference. So we saw a lot of different things and felt comfortable about that. So we did not mention it to them, but O can chime in. They might have talked about it.
We saw it. We saw it on the internet. But we know in this tournament, everybody goes in 0-0. We just wanted to come in playing our best basketball at this moment. Like Coach said, 40 gets you 40. So we just wanted to compete for 40 minutes and try our best.
Won by 20 plus tonight, but what can you work on going into the second round for tomorrow night?
Just staying connected as a team, making sure that we rely on one another. It makes it happen.
Were you surprised at how easily you ended up pulling away from them in the second half in this one?
I was as a coach. Obviously, I think Coach Kane does a really good job and has a really good team. The one thing that we sensed going into the half was they hadn't really seen anybody the way we play. We're that 40 minutes and we just kind of keep coming at you with pressure. And obviously Nichols plays a lot of minutes. And we as a coaching staff, we're trying to talk to our guys a little bit. Some of the things we talk about, you see guys grabbing their shorts, you see them kind of puffing. And we started to see it at the end of the first half. And I know if we can get a little pace and tempo in the second half, we might be able to wear them down. And I think by the time we got right around the 10-minute mark, we kind of started to pull away and get some separation. And I think they were just really fatigued. And we play fast and free, so we just tried to keep going. And I think the one thing I give our guys credit for is I demand a lot of them physically and mentally, and they respond to it every time we need it. And they really played a very complete game today.
Last thing I have, and then I'll open it up to the rest of the gang here. And all three of you can chime in on this if you want, but Coach, because I know you played here as well. First NCAA win in program history. What does that mean to all three of you?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. As a former player, I was an assistant for 2 years for Jim Walker, who was a long-time head coach for 34 plus years. You know what it means? It means that these guys earned a piece of history. They do all the work. I don't make a basket. I don't get a rebound. I do demand a lot of them. But I think the biggest thing is the support we've had since I returned to campus through the alums, through the people on campus, our administration, our athletic director, Coach Spurg, our president, Brian Grigsby, our vice president, Nicole Lloyd. They give us great support and allow us to really enjoy the opportunity to compete as student athletes. And to be able to win an NCAA playoff game at your alma mater is really special. But as I told these guys, wins don't define us. I think what defines us is the type of young men they are, and they've earned the opportunity to be the first team to win a playoff game.
Either of you two want to add anything to that?
I mean, I just appreciate just being here and just taking the experience in. After last year, it wasn't like how we planned it to be. So this year, it was just trying to just take it all in and just play at a straight line, just stay even.
So it's a special moment. When I first got here, my vision was to get here. I know that we stumbled our toe last year. Everything, we wanted to focus on us getting back here. That's one of the things that we wanted to focus on. And it's just a surreal feeling. It's great to win an NCAA tournament. They don't come easy. So it's just a great feeling.
Coach, I want to ask you, what did you have to do during the week to get ready for Keene?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is when you get into the NCAA tournament, the excitement's there. Then the next thing you got a lot of administrative stuff, and there's stuff flying around. You're trying to figure out where you're going and staying. And sometimes as a coach, you almost forget what the important piece is, and that's preparing your team. I've been an assistant in Division II and played in a couple for Jeff Wilson. I worked for him, and I thought he did a great job of preparing those teams. And I think last year helped me, and this year it was more about us. Just really trying to focus on some things and not disrupt the routine we've been in. Last year, when I look back at it, I think I tried to push the envelope a little too much and demanded a little too much out of them going into the NCAA tournament. This year, we really didn't change much. Talked about things we had to do, what we had to prepare, how we had to try to take some things away, tweaked a couple of adjustments in some of the things we do, but it was really just about playing Moravian basketball is what we tried to focus the most on.
Yeah, and now I have a question for both the players. Obviously, you guys kind of mentioned it, Ty Nichols. He is, for Keene State, he's actually the best basketball player that Keene State has had. What, for you guys, was like guarding a player of that caliber?
He's a great player. We knew that going in that we weren't going to be able to stop him. Like we said a little bit earlier, we just wanted to make everything difficult for him. With his caliber of talent, it's very hard guarding him on the court. Like we said, we just wanted to make sure everything that he did was tough, and I think we did a great job tonight.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like team defense. So knowing where he is and making sure when we do know where he is, just shutting him down the best that we can.
I'll just chime in even though I didn't guard him. I had some sleepless nights. Really talented, really capable player. I give him a lot of credit. I told him through the line at the end of the game, he's as good as I've seen at this level. And I think the one thing as a coach and players, you'll remember playing against that guy in 15, 20 years. You'll talk about the ability that he had. And that's what's special about this tournament. You get to see some guys you never get the chance to play against.